off, but that got close there in certain situation.
Yeah, it was, they had a position where they had the bomb down, but you know, having your whole team go down, it just isn't going to happen that good. That's the case. So.
Yeah, it never makes for a good situation, right?
No, Stainville was really doing some work back there in the corner, though. He was really playing well, but he kind of got into a position where he ran out of ammo in the ACR and had to pull out the Glocks and couldn't really get a shot on anybody long range. So that's kind of what went down there.
So Hastro, I mean, dude, it's 1-1. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they are on defense. I think they're going to be able to pull that off. EnVyUs, but you gotta get done worrying here. What's going on here, man? EnVy came out the gate so hot here early on in the semifinals. They killed it in round 3. A very tough team in Evil. I mean, Evil was also up there as far as being a contender that could make it to the finals. So, what's happening here?
I think it's just a difference in play styles of their opponents. I mean, you know, Evil was a little more conservative, whereas, you know, Mob's coming out firing, man. They're really not backing down. So, you know, it's just a difference in play styles. And anytime that happens, it's really tough to kind of gather yourself and really just try to adapt to the other team, you know?
Yeah, keeping that positive mentality is absolutely imperative, especially in times like this. Minute and 30 seconds on the clock. They're doing a great job holding A and B down without really much of a problem here. But it looks like Exile's getting that plant right now at A, and it seems like, yep, he's going to get it off. No problem at all. So they're going to set up at A and try to get that bomb to go off and get that, you know, that time extension. And once again, you know, Demolition on Scrapyard, you're always seeing a brawl for B most of the time. I mean, sometimes you'll notice teams and they get lucky and they're able to get that B quick plan off and all is well, and then you only have to fight with A. But you go for A, you get that time extension, and then you're gonna, as you've seen both rounds already here of this Demolition Scrapyard, it's just hard to get that B plan off after it.
Yeah, and it's, you know, you just saw that on the last side, so it's one of those things where you're gonna have to really hustle for B. I think that's what EnVyUs did wrong on the last side. They weren't rocking their lightweight and marathon and really rushing it really fast. They were really trying to pull off the kills first, and you know, those kills come with the lightweight and marathon sometimes, and I think they did a good job of doing that against Evil. So you know, right now against Mob, they kind of switched up their strategy, and like I said, that's kind of about adapting, and sometimes you adapt wrong, so that might be the case here.
And that's the great thing about Demolition, although it does have its flaws as far as how it's set up, and I think that's something, you know, you can definitely talk about too, as far as where it does sometimes suck. You know, let's just be honest, you know, you can sometimes have your chips down against you, but you know, it does have that different element where anything can happen.
Yeah, sometimes it's even just a stray grenade and it catches you, and it might be the worst grenade ever. It might bounce off 2 walls in a car and catches you in the face, but you know, it happens. I mean, that's why this game type's so fast, and you know, it's just some of it is luck and some of it is skill. You know, it just happens. So you know, you're really playing defense right here for EnVyUs. They just have to really make sure that they don't let a little sneak plant come off. And it looks like Liar is flanking around right here next to the B zone. He got picked up off from behind, but yeah,
Sid's trying to take him out here. Yeah, it's totally understandable too. I mean, it's hit or miss sometimes, and you know, I think with anything, I do like the fact that when we're switching through game types, you're really able to get the full scope of a team and understand it, because you're playing very slow game in Search and Destroy, and then you have these higher, you know, intense games such as Capture the Flag and Demolition. So very, you know, you have to be well-rounded when you're a top player, especially when you're playing these MLG settings.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure here in these kind of games, and with, you know, their backs against the well-tied 1-1, down 2-0 in maps, you're really going to have to pull out whatever you have to win. And looks like Mob is really doing a good job right now. They're making it really hard on EnVyUs to defend this B plant.
Pruvy try to make some moves in there real quick, and Sidrock's not far behind him. 4 plays hanging out there too. They just got to keep him off for another minute and 29 seconds. And it does look like Mob's starting to get into a good setup over there, as EnVy's starting to get a little bit pushed back from the bomb site.
Yeah, Stainville just came up really clutch right there with a nice nade, and you picked up a kill to go with it. So yeah, they're holding them off right now, and there's a minute on the clock, so you know, we'll
smoking it out right there. They're smoking it out.
Yeah, Stainville is just playing out of his shoes, man. He's doing really well, man. So he's put up 45 kills so far. He might get the 50.
Beastin', 45 and 37 right now. I mean, on another level.
Yeah, that's really unheard of, man. 50 kills, that's really tough to do against a team like this.
Moon got the plan off for Mob right there, so 40 seconds on the clock. EnVy's got to pull something out of their sleeves, and definitely Stainville's going to have to come through. They got to get this defused, as Liar just 2 pieces, Proofy and Sid Rock, and Nate Shot just killed his own teammate. After he shot Stainville there, he took out Moon as well. So 25 seconds on the clock, and Proofy does take out Sid Rock. Some careless shooting and nade throwing right there.
Yeah, it looks like Mob's got this one locked up right now. Oh, good job, Sid Rock. Yeah, Exile's gonna come in and get made up. Oh, he didn't get the kill. I don't
Proofy's
know.
about to get that defused, and he got it with 7 seconds left. Great setup by EnVy there to come back, because that was close. Mob was really well established, kind of getting EnVy on the back of their feet, but they come back with 40 seconds left. That was a huge defuse for EnVy. So if they got to get through this by making sure there's no more plants or anything for the next 30 seconds, because right now it's 2-0. Mob in favor. This is the finals match. This is all the marbles are in right now. So let's see what happens here. Ooh, nice. Proofy takes him out right there. Just stop a quick one from being planted. Nate Shot gets taken out, and I think EnVy's going to close up and get the win here.
Yeah, they really had their faces, in some adversity right there, but somehow they pulled it off. Really good job. And just sometimes you just have to go for it. Even if it's unlikely, and you go for that defuse. Just no matter what, it might pay off.
Well, maybe we're going to see a turnaround with EnVy as they're able to pick up Demolition Scrapyard, map number 3, to make the series at 2-1. Mob came out hotter than anything right now and certainly gave them a run for their money there, no doubt about it. So coming up next, we got a map 4 now, capture the flag on Invasion. You weren't crazy about CTF Terminal. What do you think about CTF Invasion?
Well, I want to hold that off for a second, because Stainville just dropped the 50 bomb.
Give him his accolades that he deserves, right?
Big baby Stainville dropping the 50.